Dolphin fans! We have 4 in a row. I'm talking, woo, 4 horsemen. We got a Ric Flair, we got an Ole, we got an Arn Anderson, and we got a Tully Blanchard down and dirty against the New York Jets, our rivals. Woo, we tore up their weekend really bad, and have the Miami Dolphins found the winning formula since we got rid of the Patriot plant, Chris Greer. That's right, he's a plant of Robert Kraft. Dolphins won 4 in a row, and have we found an offensive line? Do we have the offense figured out what's going on in South Florida? Tell me something, Marv, in Johnson City.
Man, we're leading the league in rushing yards per game. The offensive line are opening up holes. Jalen Wright scored a touchdown Sunday from the 3-yard line, and I could have walked in that end zone. There was nobody. The offensive line just blew them up. So, yeah, 4-game winning streak. Yeah, we beat some bad teams, but one of them was the Saints, and the Saints just beat the Buccaneers last weekend. So you've got to play every week or you lose.
Say something.
Last time I looked, the Panthers beat the Rams the week before last. Even though the Panthers are now tied, are now tied for first place with the Buccaneers. So that's crazy to me. To me. But you win 4 games in the NFL. I don't care if you played the worst 4 teams in the league, which we didn't, because Buffalo is one of the better teams in the AFC.
Supposedly.
They are record-wise. They got 4 losses. They're a good team. But we hammered them. And you win 4 NFL games in a row, you're doing something right. I don't know where this team's been all year. We haven't talked in a couple of weeks. We recorded on Thanksgiving, but we had some issues with the audio. Last week we didn't even do a show because you were sick, couldn't talk. So we didn't even get the games picked last week, but we do have some results from the week before last. But it's been a crazy couple of weeks. Some bad teams have beat some good teams. And it's just, it's crazy. But we're on a 4-game winning streak, and mathematically we still have a shot at the playoffs. We didn't get much help this weekend. Chargers won last night. Really could have used them a loss there. But, hey, man, if we just keep winning, we go 10-7, even if we don't make the playoffs, at least we've given ourselves some hope for the future. And the one thing I do want to say is I think Mike McDaniel, barring just a huge collapse in these last 4 games, I think Mike McDaniel's earned the right to get to stay as the head coach of the Dolphins. I think he's done a really good job of keeping this team focused. And I'll get your thoughts on this. The more I watch this team, the more I think I realize the problem is Tua. It's not McDaniel. It's Tua. He almost single-handedly lost us the game to the Saints. I know you were at the game. We're up 13-0, and we get a sack strip on like the 44-yard line. First play after the sack strip, he's got Achane wide open for 15 yards. Would have probably turned it into a 30-yard gain, if not took it all the way to the house, and he tries to force the ball to the end zone in double coverage and gets it picked off. Little things like that kept the Saints around to the point to where they had the ball with a chance to beat us. So, he's either got to get back to the form he was 2 years ago, or we're going to have to get a quarterback.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
But
Mika Fitzpatrick saved us on that return, too. Amazing.
Yeah, if he don't...
How'd you like that play? I think that was the first time the Dolphins took back 2. I think that was the first time in Dolphin history we took back 2.
The funny thing is, I believe so. There were people on the Dolphin Facebook page. I don't ever go on there when the game's going on at all, but I go on after the game and kind of see what people were saying. And there was some people in there confused, thinking we should have got a touchdown. I'm like, oh my God, it don't happen often, but geez, at least learn the rules a little bit. But think about it. If he don't do that, and say he just don't make it to the end zone and they're down by 2, they get that onside kick, they beat us because they wouldn't have had to go for that 4th down. They'd kick the field goal and beat us. So him running it back was the difference in the game, because for some reason we ran from the football in the onside kick like it was a grenade. And I still don't think we actually touched the ball. I don't know if you ever saw the replay of it. He recovered the ball before the 10 yards.
Yeah, I seen the replay. I felt like it hit his calf.
See, there wasn't even.
I felt like it hit
when
his
they
calf.
slowed it down. You could tell it did. They were saying his finger touched it, is what they said. But
Oh, what?
yeah, one of the
dude.
Dolphin players reaches out and it kind of looks like it might graze it, but they had an angle where it didn't look like it touched the calf at all, and they said it was touched by the finger. I don't know, but either way, we've got to recover that football. I mean, we had a couple of guys just standing there watching it, and I was like, what in the hell are y'all doing? But ended up getting out of it with a win, and then played a very, very, very good game Sunday. That was, at least the first 8-9 minutes of that game was the best offensive game we've had.
Oh,
And
this is something I want to
they
talk
didn't
about.
score. They did not score an offensive touchdown. And I know we're going to get into it, but I do want to say that I went on, looked at some of the posts and stuff from the game after the Dolphin-Jet game's over, because like I said, I stay off the internet during the game. I'm watching the game. But there was people at halftime going, oh my God, we got to get Achane back. We need him. We got to win this game. Mike McDaniel did one of his best coaching moves of the year by saying, hey, we're up 24-7.
Yeah.
Achane, they said he could return if they needed him, if it was an emergency. That's what he said in the press conference.
We didn't
Why
need him.
in the world would you put him in if he's got ribs that are hurt? Why would you put him in a 24-7 game against a quarterback, against a team with a quarterback that I didn't even know he played at Missouri? He played in the SEC, and I don't even remember that guy. He came in, he was obviously overmatched. There was no way our defense was going to give up 17 points for them to come back and tie. And honestly, the only thing that could have got them back in the game was like Tua making that horrible throw in the end zone and about getting it picked off for 6 points. And when that left his hand, I thought it was a touchdown for the Jets. As soon as it left his hand, I was like, oh, God. But luckily, it wasn't caught.
Yeah, I can't believe everything I know about football. I thought that was a touchdown for the Jets. I was like, what's going on here? I didn't have the volume on while I was watching the game, and I was like, oh, my God. I mean, I thought for sure that was a touchdown. I was like, this is a touchdown for the Jets. Tua fucked us again.
Yeah. Thank God. I can't remember if our player got a hand on it and knocked it away, or if the Jet just missed it because he's a Jet. And I since you wasn't watching it with sound, here's a little stat for you. If you haven't read it, they talked about it during the game. The New York Jets have the 2025 Jets have a record for the most games played without getting their first interception of the season. The Jets don't have an interception all season.
That's wild. And there's like 240. I've seen that stat on the TV. There's like 240 some players that have interceptions in the league, and none of them is a Jet
and
player.
I mean, you would think with law of average, you would get a tip at a line and somebody would catch it. I mean, the Dolphins struggled to get picks at the beginning of the season, but they're starting to get a lot. And I think they ended with 3 on Sunday, including one from
Dude, our
Lakes.
defense is looking better and better.
They really are. They really are. And I mean, we got to go to Pittsburgh on Monday night. It'll probably be cold. I don't think the Steelers are great. I'm really surprised they beat Baltimore Sunday, but they did. But if if Achane plays and that running game stays like it is, I like our chances in that game. All
right, check your volume, my guy.
Can you not hear me?
All right, you stalled out there for a second.
I was just saying I really do like our chances in that game. But what do you think about it?
See, next up we got Steelers Monday night, right?
Steelers on Monday night. It'll be kind of cold, but if Achane plays our
cold.
running game and the way we're playing, I don't think the Steelers are great. They're coming off probably their best win of the season.
Yeah.
I like our chances. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to go up there and win, but I think we definitely got a good shot at getting that win. What do you think?
And here's the thing with the Dolphins. Okay, so there's been quarters of this season where we look absolutely unstoppable. Like that first quarter in the Jets game, 21-0. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to run away with this game. And then, I mean, to be honest, the offense kind of flatlines for the second quarter. Absolutely nothing from them. I mean, we're still moving the ball, but we're just not, getting in position to score. And it just seems like Tua goes to these phases where he looks absolutely like one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league, then he looks like a bottom 3 quarterback. I don't know what this guy's deal is, dude. It's killing me.
My thought on the second quarter, and I'm trying to remember, but see if you agree with me on this. I thought we had a couple of drives where we tried to get too damn cute and throwing the ball too much. We went away from the running game, and I don't know why, because they couldn't stop it.
Yep.
And then when they did cut the score to 24-10 in the beginning of the fourth quarter or whenever it was, we went on a long drive with a touchdown. And if I'm not mistaken, we threw one pass on the drive. We threw a pass to Waddle for maybe 15 yards. The rest of that drive was nothing but running the ball right down their throats, and they could not stop us.
And that's a testament to that Dolphin offensive line, because A-Chain is a phenomenal running back. Top 3 running back in the league. My personal opinion, he's the best running back in the league. But I'm a homer. But Ollie Gordon and my boy Jalen, if running the ball is wrong, I don't want to be right. Straight out of the University of Tennessee, Big Orange. He filled in quite nicely for Devin A-Chain, baby, quite nicely. I like this offensive line. Brewer, our center, dude, he just opens up some holes, man. That guy, dude, he's having a season.
I want to say this about Jalen Wright, because you know me. I don't care where he went to college. Once you become a Dolphin, you're a Dolphin. I love you. Once you're a Dolphin, you're a Dolphin, period. I was really happy for him, because last year I thought he was going to be a really good 1-2 punch with A-Chan, and he never really did a whole lot. And then this year he got hurt during camp. It's been kind of slow, been an active scratch a few times. Got an opportunity Sunday and ran with it, and really happy with him. Think about it. I think he ended with 114 yards, and he got in the game halfway through the second quarter. That's how dominant our running game was.
Yeah.
A-Chan almost had 100 yards in a quarter and a half. And Jalen Wright had 114, and Ollie Gordon had maybe 30 or 40 yards. I mean, we just ran the ball down their throat. I mean, it was a thing of beauty. I mean, of all the teams to do it to in New York against the Jets, it was just great, because Lord knows the Jets have given us so many fits over the years, and we've given them fits. There's a reason that we wore our rivalry uniforms against the Jets, and they wore theirs this week against us. We don't like each other. We never have.
Yeah, and what were those uniforms about? A Jet fan said they were like a Gotham City uniform. I was like, that's Batman. Nothing about that looks like the Batman movie. Remember they did like the Steelers in the Batman movie? None of that looks like the Batman uniforms. What about that says Gotham City? That uniforms are trash, dude.
I mean,
the Jets have the trashiest uniforms. Logos always suck.
Honestly, they should have just wore prison uniforms, because they were our prison bitch on Sunday. So they should have just came out there in prison uniforms, because they were nothing but our prison bitch that whole game.
They sit down the piece. So Tua is 7-0 against the Jets.
Yes, he is. I mean, so I might knock you for some stuff, but hey, man, you're 7-0 in a Dolphin uniform against the Jets. Bless you. Because what would we have done for that back in the late 90s?
I know.
Early 2000s.
And also, this was the first time, I think, since 78. I read this stat. It was pretty cool. Like three different Dolphin running backs had a touchdown, I believe.
Yeah.
Since 1978. That's the Delvin Williams days.
Yeah.
Delvin Williams days, boys.
I mean, it was a thing of beauty. I mean, this team, if Tua's accurate, we'll be so hard to beat. But he almost threw a pick. He had Waller wide open down the seam, and he overthrew him and about got it picked by the safety. It's little things like that he didn't used to do.
That would have been a pretty throw, too.
But I mean, hell, we're 6-7. I never thought I'd see us a game under 500 this season. It wasn't that long ago. We were pretty much trying to get the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Remember those
I
days?
mean,
Let's lose it all.
I mean, we were ready for a
Fernando Mendoza.
massive rebuild, firing of the coach, and like I said, if McDaniel's not done anything else, he's at least proved that he can coach. So I would love to see, you know, we talked about his Tua hampering him a couple of weeks ago, and I really believe that's true. I was watching the Chargers last night because we're recording this on Tuesday, and there was a couple of times where the Chargers quarterback was getting ready to be sacked, and he broke it for long runs. Tua can't do that. If he has pressure, it's one of two things. Either he's going to just lay down, or he's going to throw the ball away or make a god-awful throw and get it picked. He's not going to extend the play. If they get up on him, he's going to get sacked. He cannot run for yardage. Going back to the Saint game, he had a first down that would have iced the game, and he slid too soon. And then we didn't make it on fourth down. And what really got me is he slid a yard too soon and got up and pointed first down like he had done something.
Classic Tua, dude.
I mean,
Classic. Hopefully we can find a quarterback in this year's draft to, kind of groom like the Packers do. You know what I'm saying? Packers got Jordan Love with the 4th pick. You know what I'm saying?
100%. No, he was the 4th quarterback. He wasn't the 4th pick. He was the 4th quarterback.
Yeah, 4th quarterback taking that draft.
Yeah, because
he's probably the second best quarterback in that draft if you want to get technical. Yeah,
I mean that's hard to argue at this point. I mean that really is. So
I mean, I would take Jordan Love over Justin Herbert at this point in time. If you made me decide which quarterback I want, Herbert or Jordan Love, I'm taking Jordan Love.
See,
no offense to any San Diego Charger fans. I love your city.
Here's my.
They're not even San Diego Chargers anymore. They're LA Chargers. I do that all the time.
Here's my thing about that. I think if you had the same opportunity, like the same, both quarterbacks had the same team with the same coaching staffs and everything, I'm not sure which one I would take. That's a really close one. Harbaugh, for everything he does right, he's not. I don't think he's easy on quarterbacks, and they don't have a great system for him.
No.
I mean they're going to run the ball and play defense, but he's got them in playoff. He's got them in playoff contention. I mean, honestly, out of the 4 right now, 2 is 4th. I mean, and I don't even think it's close. The other 3 just can do.
Well, wasn't Brock Purdy the last quarterback taking that draft?
Was it the same draft? I thought he was a draft after.
I don't know. Might have been a draft after. Okay, yeah. Speaking of quarterbacks, my heart goes out to the Colts fans, man. That's a bummer, dude. Straight bummer. Comeback player of the year. And, dude, I mean, you just had a soft spot in your heart for the Colts to make a run, dude.
Yeah, and now
they come out of nowhere and make a run like that with Daniel Jones.
Now they've signed Phillip Rivers to the practice squad to see if he's got anything left. So, I mean, Phillip Rivers.
Dude, what a great story that would be.
Phillip Rivers
what a great story that would be.
He was a really good quarterback back in his day, but he hasn't played a game in almost 5 years. I mean, he was going to be eligible for the Hall of Fame this time around. So, I mean, that would be a crazy, crazy thing if he somehow got in there and was able to go somewhere with them. That would be a heck of a story.
Yeah. And there were some times he had some teams in San Diego that could have won some Super Bowls, but the stupid-ass Patriots were in the way of them.
Dude, the year they had home field, LaDainian Tomlinson, they had a couple of good receivers. They still had the tight end. Antonio
Gates?
Yeah, Antonio Gates. They were so loaded, and they played New England in the division round, and they pushed New England up and down that field, but then they would turn the ball over. They made stupid plays. They missed the field and let the Patriots stay around and beat them. Chargers were the best team in the NFL that year. I can't remember exactly what year that was, but God, they were so good.
Yeah, they went 15-1, right? Didn't they go 15-1?
Something like that. They had a heck of a record. They had home field, and like I said, they lost in the division round of the Patriots, and that was their shot, and that was kind of the beginning of the end of that whole team, because after that, they was never able to recapture that magic.
Speaking of magic, are we ready for our top 5?
Oh, yeah. Our top 5, because there's 2 weeks from our last one, so I'm sure they're going to look a whole lot different than 2 weeks ago.
Probably about 3 or 4 of mine. Probably 3 or 4 of mine are the same.
I doubt it.
Same teams.
I know two of yours aren't going to be on there. Let's go over ours from 2 weeks ago.
Well, give us our last top 5.
The one we did on Thanksgiving.
Here we go, top 5.
The one we did on Thanksgiving Day that didn't get aired. All right, your top 5. Rams was 1. Patriots were 2.
Yep.
Patriots were 2. Broncos were 3. Eagles were 4. 49ers were 5.
Okay.
Mine was the Rams, Broncos, Patriots, Seahawks, Colts.
Okay.
So this is an even week. So even though we didn't do it last week, we'll still stick with the odd and even. So it'll be your week to go first. Who do you have at number 5?
Ooh, number 5, and I think I had them in my top 5 at the beginning of the year when we first did this. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look. But my number 5. Do you? Okay. See if this team's in my top 5.
Well, you want
me to say it first?
You got to tell me who they are.
Okay. Well, I thought you was going to read the top 5 for the first week.
I can.
All right. I can't remember if I put them or the Commanders in my top 5, but I have the Houston Texans flexing at number 5, baby. Their defense, woo, looking good, looking tough.
You did not have the Houston Texans in your top 5.
Okay, I didn't think so.
You didn't have?
I did have the
No,
Commanders,
you did not.
though, right? What?
Your top 5 in week 1 was the Eagles, Rams, Bills,
Okay.
Buccaneers, Lions.
Okay. Okay, that's a decent top 5.
My top 5 the first week was
What were yours?
Mine was the Packers, Eagles, Bills,
Good pick.
Chargers,
right.
Lions.
All right.
So.
All right. That's solid.
Yeah.
All top 10 teams, can we agree?
Well, yeah, probably, but your Tampa Bay is kind of sliding, and honestly, the Eagles are kind of sliding too, who we both had in the top 2.
Yeah.
All right, so that Texas, I like
and the
that.
Lions, more so injuries than anything else.
Yeah. I like the Houston Texan pick. I did not put them in my top 5, but they are peaking at the right time. My number 5, I kept them in it. I almost put them higher, but they did lose a division game. They're probably not going to win their division. I got the Seattle Seahawks at number 5.
Okay, nice.
All right, my number 4. They had left my top 5 for a long time, but I've got them back on here now.
Oh, they back.
I got the Green Bay Packers at number 4.
Ooh, okay. That's a good pick. I think they're my number 6.
I mean, they beat
I was deciding between them and the
They
Texans.
beat Detroit.
Not that I'm spoiling anything.
Well, they beat Detroit on Thanksgiving and then beat the Bears this week for first place. So I was like, yeah. So I got them number 4.
Yeah. I mean, that was a big win.
I still like the Bears.
They still
I got
own
the Bears,
dude. The Bears
I got the Bears at like number 7 because they hammered the Eagles on Good Friday.
Yeah.
And they still get to play Green Bay, not this week, but next week in Chicago. If they win that game, they're still in okay shape. So.
Yeah. I mean, you can make the argument there's 3 teams in the top 10 from the NFC Central: Detroit, Green Bay, and Chicago. You can
course,
make that
it
argument. If somebody made that argument, I wouldn't
It
argue
hasn't
against
been
them.
called the NFC Central in like 22 years.
What's it called now?
It's NFC North. They don't have Centrals anymore.
God dang, bro. I'm late to the party.
When they realigned the divisions, now you have the South, North, East, West.
Yeah.
So ever since the Houston Texans came into the league,
NFC Central, baby, bring that back. Put the Bucks back in there, baby. Let's go.
If there are kids listening to this, they're going, well, what's the NFC Central? What's he talking about?
What the fuck? What's this old guy talking about, dude? 6'7". What's he talking about? Jesus. I did say NFC Central, didn't I?
You
That's
did.
hilarious.
So I think the Texans came in the league.
We keep bloopers in, guys. We keep bloopers in.
I think the Texans came in the league in like 03 or 02. So yeah, 02. So it's been 23 years. All right.
Damn, that's wild.
So who's your number 4? Are they from the NFC Central?
My number 4 is... No, they are from the AFC West, actually. The Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, they're not in the AFC.
The AFC
they're not
West
in the,
Seattle
they're
Seahawks.
not in the AFC, bro.
What happened? Where did they go?
They're in the NFC now.
Their rivals are the Broncos, bro. Nobody remembers those Bronco Seahawk battles?
Hey, when I lived in Denver, Big Mike came out to see me in '93, and we went to see the Seattle Seahawks at the Denver Broncos in the AFC West showdown. I think it was like on Halloween or the day before Halloween or something like that.
Yeah.
It was the day that the Dolphins...
That's a damn shame they're not in that.
It was the day the Dolphins crushed the Chiefs and Shula tied the record.
Oh, yeah. But it's good that they went to the NFC because that's really a whole other rivalry is the Seahawks and the Niners and Seahawks and the Rams. I mean, that's. I think it did more for them than it ever did for like the Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, if you could not take the Raiders away from the Broncos or the Chargers away from the Raiders, those 3 kind of had to stay together, and Kansas City and the Raiders had to stay together. So the one team that was kind of, Seattle was the newest team because they didn't start playing until '76.
Yeah.
So that made sense. And I mean, half the time I forget they were ever in the AFC until I think of Marino's last playoff win.
Shut down the Kingdom, baby.
Yep. All right, so you got the Seahawks at number 4. Who's your number 3?
Ooh, my number 3. Got to go them other AFC West guys and go with the Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Well-balanced team. Well, even though my boy J.K. Dobbins don't have me throbbing no more, but I'm still sticking with the Broncos.
All right, my number 3, much like Tim's, the Denver Broncos. I really wanted to put them.
Great minds think alike.
I really wanted to put them higher. There's a huge game this week, and we'll get into it in our picks league. The Green Bay Packers are heading to the Denver Broncos, and I was like, I'm going to put them right next to each other, and we'll see who's better on Sunday. But yeah, so Denver Broncos. So my number 2 team, I almost kept them at 1, but they lost in just unexplained game the week before last. Really blew my mind. They turned the ball over a lot in it, but I still think right now I'd pick them to win the Super Bowl. But I got the Los Angeles Rams at number 2.
Oh God, I know who number 1 is. Okay, my number 2 is Marv's number 1, and that's the New England Patriots.
New England Patriots. So I'm guessing your number 1 was also my number 2?
That's my number 2. Yep, Los Angeles Rams. That Carolina defense has been creating turnovers all year long, man. They're doing a good job of that over there. I've been noticing that. They did it against the Dolphins.
I mean, I almost had the same top three because I toyed with going Rams Patriots, but
Yeah.
I want the Patriots to be jinxed, just not this week. I want them to go ahead and clinch the division this week.
Yeah.
But I just, when I think of Patriots Rams, I think of 2 Super Bowls where I thought the Rams were the better team both times, and somehow the Patriots won both of them. Blows my mind.
I know, it's wild, isn't it?
And that last time they met was the most god awful Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls. That last Rams.
How do you not score a touchdown?
Well, what was the final of that game? Like 10-3 or 13-3 or 13-6 or something? It was something horrible.
It was low, man.
I mean, that was one Super.
I know the Rams didn't score a Super Bowl. Kind of got the monkey. Yeah, got the monkey off the Dolphins back from Super Bowl
Yeah, but
6.
I think they ended up getting. I think they ended up at least scoring a field goal or 2 field goals and getting ahead. I think the 3 still.
Yeah, they got 3 points.
Did they get 3 or 6?
I feel like they got only 3.
Because I was thinking we still had the lowest output at 3. Let me look. I'm gonna look. I just don't remember this. I tried to block out that whole Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was on a bad date on that Super Bowl. 13-3.
So it was 13.
Lowest scoring Super Bowl ever. 13-3.
It was a miserable.
It was a fucking snooze fest.
It was a miserable game to watch. I mean, how? God.
Yeah.
Oh God. At least the first time they played was very entertaining. The wrong team won, but at least it was entertaining. All right, so that's our top 5 for week.
Dude, I had a Super Bowl date for the Patriots. That's our top 5. Are you ready to do our pick'ems?
The first Patriot Rams Super Bowl we watched together.
No. I was in Key West.
The first Patriot Rams Super Bowl?
Yeah. 2001. I was in Key West.
I thought you had already made it.
I was at a house
I thought
party
you
in
had already
Key
made
West.
it back up because I had a Super.
No.
I guess everybody was there but you.
I know we watched Ravens Giants together for sure.
Yeah.
And we probably watched the Super Bowl after that. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head.
Buccaneers Raiders.
No, Patriots didn't go back to this year. Yeah, we watched that at your old apartment with Chris when you were living with Chris. We had a Super Bowl party. That was the one.
I know we watched the.
And me and you both said that the Raiders were going to get their ass beat.
I know we watched the Packers Broncos Super Bowl at my old apartment out on the lake.
Yep. Yep.
And probably the Falcon Broncos Super Bowl too, for that matter. Ugh. All right, yeah, we can get into some pick'ems. So next week, a lot of stuff's happened since we talked.
I make up any ground?
Well, if I could get the right book out. All right, the last week we picked was the week before last, and you did gain a game. We had 3 games different. I won 1, you won 2. We should have tied because there's no way I should have took the Browns over the Niners. I had an absolute brain fart and don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, it happened.
But you took the Steelers over the Bills because you hate Buffalo, and that game wasn't close either. And then the other game we had different was the Eagles-Bears game, and the Bears just went into Philly and just dominated them. But we were both
with that ass. I had a feeling
we were both 0-3 on Thanksgiving.
I know, that's embarrassing.
Everybody I talked to had the same 3 teams we had, so I think it was a common thing.
Yeah. It was wild, dude. Wild. Wild Thanksgiving.
Week 13, I was 9-7. You were 10-6. Our overall record is I'm 125-68. You're 121-72. So I got a 4-game lead on you.
Also, I'm still 4 behind. Okay, I got to make up some ground. It's time to start taking some chances. Let's go.
Now, this is going to be a week where there could be some ground made because there's some toss-up games. You get to go first, and we will be starting on Thursday Night Football.
All right.
The Atlanta Falcons are heading to Tampa to play the Buccaneers.
Ooh. I'm taking the Bucs, man. This game scares me.
Yeah, you're not gaining a game on me there either. I'm going Tampa Bay. I just the Falcons right now.
Okay.
The Falcons right now are playing like the worst team in football. I mean, they just get killed every week.
Yeah.
Of course, Tampa's not been lighting it on fire either, so I don't know. But that's what I think anyway. All right, next game. Sunday, 1:00. Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots. If the Patriots win, they clinch the AFC East. Patriots are coming off a bye week.
Buffalo Bills at New England Patriots is going to be it's going to be a banger.
Yeah, Bills are coming off a couple of wins. I don't trust the Buffalo defense. I think New England can smell it. They clinch the division.
I don't either.
New England clinches the division. I'm going Patriots.
Yeah. I think their running game is going to be problems for Buffalo. And I think that's been Buffalo's problem all year long on defense. Somebody gets that running game rolling, they're in trouble. Give me the New England Patriots. And I feel like this is going to be a 2-touchdown game, to be honest with you. 2-touchdown game.
I mean, they beat them in Buffalo, and the Patriots have just gotten more and more confident every week. And, yeah. All right. This is an interesting game. It's a rematch from Thanksgiving. The Baltimore Ravens going to Cincinnati to play the Bengals.
Ooh, it's a tough one, man. What Ravens team is going to show up? Oh. What Ravens team is going to show up? I'm taking the Bengals.
Well,
God, I don't want to, though.
Here's the deal. The game after you play a physical rival, you're going on the road. Your offense does not look great. Cincinnati can move the ball. I too am going Bengals in this game.
Yes.
I don't see. Yeah. I think the Bengals scare me. We play them.
But I mean, the Ravens could roll. It's one of those games where the Ravens could roll.
They could, but I mean, I think the Bengals are going to play spoiler. They're going to try to knock the Ravens out of the playoffs. All right, this game I don't think will be different on either. We got the New York Jets going to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. Okay. I'm going Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
Another team that's probably close to being.
A team that's very susceptible.
A team that's probably close to being in the top 5, but they've lost some really stupid games.
Oh, yeah. And this is the kind of. I feel like the Jaguars play their competition too much. They're not consistent. But, I mean,
take the Jets.
Are the Jets going to beat this team, though?
Take the Jets.
I mean,
you got to take some chances. Take the Jets.
I'm not taking a chance on this game, man. Give me the Jags.
Another game that could be difficult. You got the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers heading to Kansas City to play the Chiefs.
Oh. It's a tough one. Okay, Chiefs at home.
Does that mean you're taking the Chiefs?
That's a tough one. What Kansas City team will show up? I mean, the Chiefs are on their death rattle here. Give me the Chiefs. I think they win this game.
I'm so.
Take the Chargers, man. Give me a chance.
I am so torn in this game. The Chiefs have burned me more than any team this year.
Yeah, they burned everybody.
Chargers are on a short week. It's a division game. The Chiefs have to have some pride left. I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah. Plus Taylor Swift will probably be there.
All right. The Arizona Cardinals going to Houston to play the Texans. I'm going to give you a chance to make up a game.
Oh, God.
I'm going to take the Houston Texans.
All right. You're taking the Cardinals.
No, I'm taking the Houston Texans. But I'm going to tell you, I mean, you can take the Cardinals and get a makeup game there.
Get a makeup game? All right. No. That'd be wild if the Cardinals beat them. That'd be wild. Yeah, give me the Texans, man. This is going to be an absolute How's this not a rival game? That seems like that'd be a great rival game. Texans versus Cardinals. That should be an every year thing, I believe. But it's not. The NFL's got to work on this. I don't know why the Dolphins and the Bucks don't play every year, why the Eagles and the Steelers don't play every year. And matter of fact, the Cowboys and the Texans and maybe the Chargers and the Rams should play every year. I don't know what's going on.
How do the Jets and
How
do the Jets and Giants not play every year? They share a damn stadium.
I know. Forgot about that.
All right.
I know. You just alternate home games with
the
them.
Cleveland Browns are heading to Chicago to play the Bears.
Oh. Dude, the Browns are interesting. I don't know why you don't put Shadur Sanders in that 2-point play. That's why.
That.
I mean, I think heads are going to roll, and just
that baffles me. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah. And that just shows me that the Browns coaching staff is kind of probably incompetent. And could they beat the Bears, who seem like a well-coached team? I'm going to take the Bears. But the Browns have some big play potential, though. Let's be real.
I too am taking the Bears. I just think they're too much for the Browns. And honestly, when you look at the Bears' schedule, they got a lot of rough games. They really need to win this one, because if they don't win it, they could start heading in the other direction.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, God, I got this game first. Oh, Jesus. The Washington Redskins. The Commander Skins.
Oh, yes.
Heading to New York to play the Giants. Dude, I'm sorry. The Commanders, they absolutely looked horrible last week. At home, I'm going Giants. I'm going Giants in this game, and I don't feel great about it, but I am going Giants.
Oh. This is one of these things where can you make up a game? Just two very below average teams, and I just feel like I don't know why the Commanders aren't better than what they are. I feel like they should be. Jalen Daniels is back, right? But I don't know. He's just doesn't look like the same dude.
I mean, they didn't.
Okay, I'm just gonna go because I think this might be a good makeup game. Jalen Daniels is back, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think I seen him playing. I don't think I watched one highlight from a Commanders game this weekend.
Well, there wasn't any. It was like 30-0.
I think this is a good chance. Oh. You know, I think I can make up a game right here, and who knows who's going to win this game, really. I'm going to take the Commanders, but I don't feel good about it. But I feel like if I can make up a game, it's this one.
All right. You got the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Philadelphia to play the 3-loss-in-a-row Eagles. Are you going to take those? I mean, you could take the Raiders. Yeah. You could gain a game here. The Raiders, Eagles lost 3 in a row. I'm just saying.
Oh, so you're surely going for the Eagles?
No, I'm just saying. You don't know.
You sure you're going to go with the Eagles?
You don't know where I'm going, but you get to go first. I'm just saying. The Raiders are hanging out there. They're due.
I think they call this in football. They call this a get-right game, and I think this is a get-right game for the Eagles.
But
I think it's a get right.
What if the Eagles can't get right? They're like can't get right on life. You know?
If they lose this game, they don't deserve to even be in the playoffs. If they lose this game, it should count as 2 losses. They should count this as 2 losses.
Before I get off the Eagles, let me just say something. I was watching the Eagles on Black Friday play the Bears, and their fans were booing them out of the stadium. You spoiled, self-righteous Philadelphia
brats,
asshole fans. Y'all just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't care that they're struggling this year a little bit. You're going to boo them? They just won you a friggin' Super Bowl, you assholes. All right, that's all. That's my.
Damn, Mark, get heated, bro.
Well, I mean, Philadelphia sports fans are ridiculous. Dude, if the Dolphins won a Super Bowl, I think I could go maybe at least one season without booing them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, we probably live off that for 10 years.
Bro, I would. The rest of my life. All right, so we're moving into the 4 o'clock games. The first 4 o'clock game, and I'll be first on this one. We got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. This ain't a good week to be a Colt fan.
This should have been a big game.
I'm going Seattle.
Yep. I mean, who's their quarterback? It's J.P. Lossman. I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks also.
I think it might be Jack Trudeau. I don't know. All right, dude,
if Phillip Rivers comes out there and just fucking lays them out.
They only signed him to the practice squad, so I don't think he's playing this week, even if he's going to be playing later.
That's wild.
Yeah, so. All right, next 4 o'clock game. Rematch of a Super Bowl way back when. The Green Bay Packers at the Denver Broncos.
Oh. This is going
to be a really good game.
My pick?
Your pick.
Yeah. At home, mile high. I'm taking the Denver Broncos.
There's a reason I put the Broncos one spot ahead of the Packers.
Mark.
The Broncos are at home. I, too, am taking the Denver Broncos.
Yep. Oh, damn.
All right.
Thought I might make up
I'm first on this.
Marv might have went with the Packers.
I'm first on this one. The Tennessee Titans at the San Francisco 49ers.
Ooh.
So I go first.
The Titans are hot, Marv.
I'm going to take the 49ers. Because
Titans are hot,
the
Marv.
only reason I'm taking the 49ers is I know how much you love Cam Ward, and they won Sunday. So I'm going to leave the Titans there for you to make up a game.
I would love for Titans Cam Ward, but I said, who did I say was one of the worst coach teams? I take that back. Tennessee Titans are, and I don't know how they won that game. I need to go back and watch the replay of that game, the condensed version, to see what happened. I had a little eye on it, and I was like, oh, man, the Titans are winning? Give me the 49ers. 49ers at Mel Diner. Kiss my grits.
Well, I tried to give you a damn chance to win. All right.
I know, that's sweet of you.
We got the Carolina Panthers going to New Orleans to play the Aints, who also won last week.
Ooh. I know.
I can't even remember who'd they beat.
Two teams right
They beat the Bucks. That's right. Yeah. So Panthers at Saints. Who you got?
Man, what if the Saints pull the upset?
They beat the Panthers in Charlotte like 2 weeks ago.
I know. That's wild. So, I mean, the Saints have won like 2 out of their last 3 games, right?
I mean, it might have been a little longer. It might have been 3 or 4 weeks ago. But yeah, but they've won a couple of games recently and could have beat us.
Yep. Saints are hot. So are the Panthers. This might be an interesting game. This is a 4 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's a good 4 o'clock game. All right. We finally get, because like the 4 o'clock games here lately have been kind of trash. Let's be honest.
This week we have the Packers Broncos at 4, and then we have another big 4 o'clock game coming up after this one.
Yeah.
So.
Besides I think the Saints and Panthers that's got a good chance of being a good game. Man, okay. So the Saints beat the Panthers in Charlotte. Man, it's a tough one. I'm taking the Panthers. I don't know why, but I am.
All right. I'm torn on this game.
Yeah.
I really am.
He's Natalie Imbruglia. He's torn.
The Panthers are in first place, and they've been playing. They've been playing a lot better. I'm going to go Panthers. I don't think the Saints can sweep them, but God, that's a close one. All right, here's the main.
Yeah.
Here's a main 4 o'clock game.
The main event.
The Detroit Lions.
Yeah. Over the Broncos Packers?
Yeah, the Detroit Lions.
Say more.
Are heading to Los Angeles to play the Rams. And the Lions really cannot afford to lose another game.
Yeah.
Dude, I like Detroit.
How's their secondary looking? Any of those guys back?
I like Detroit.
Yeah.
I like Dan Campbell. I like what Detroit's done. They were my number 1 team for most of this season. but I ain't feeling it. I don't think they're not going to hang 44 on the Rams like they did the Cowboys. I'm going Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh, okay. The Rams been sloppy Joes here and there.
Sloppy Joe.
That Carolina game was last week, right, or the week before?
Week before last. The Rams beat the Cardinals
When was
this
that
past
Carolina
Sunday.
game? The week before that.
Yeah, they beat they beat the Cardinals this weekend.
Do I make up a game right there? How much confidence do I got in the Lions to make up a game right here? Even though I feel like the Rams are going to win, but you never know. You never fucking know. Is this one where I make up a game? I mean, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. They do dumb shit.
Okay.
I mean, really, the Rams beat the Rams in that Carolina game. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they did.
Turning the ball over. Yeah, I got to go with the Rams, man. I just don't feel like the Lions. I mean, their secondary's still hurt. I don't even know if any of these guys are coming back. I keep on hearing their secondary's coming back, but I don't see anybody coming back. Yeah, give me the Rams, dude. Fuck, I don't know if I can make that. Rams are the best team in football.
Sunday Night Football. The Minnesota Vikings in Jerry's World playing the Cowboys.
Okay, they're at Texas Stadium. Cowboys, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys have too much offense for the Vikings. I too am going Cowboys. All right, God, I got to pick this one first. The Miami Dolphins at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh,
Monday Night
Miami
Football.
Oh, Miami Dolphins.
All right. This is going to be a rough game at Pittsburgh on Monday night. But there is something about this.
Yep.
There is something about this team all of a sudden that I can get behind.
Ooh.
We can run the football.
Yeah.
We're playing defense. Aaron Rodgers is 87 years old.
Yeah. We got some.
I honestly fear the Cincinnati game more than I fear this game. I'm going Miami Dolphins.
Oh, will the Dolphins be the Dolphins? Can I make up a game? You know what? I'm pulling for the Dolphins, but I feel like I can really make up a game right here. Because, I mean, dude, it's cold. It's Pittsburgh. God, I have zero. I mean, damn. Do I go against my team to make up a game and pick them? Nah, I'm pulling for the Dolphins, man. Fuck it. Fuck it. Even though I feel like we're going to lose that game, I'm pulling for the Dolphins.
I'm pretty much the same way. I was like, damn it.
Dolphins.
And I didn't want to pick it first because I was like, I'm going to give him an opportunity, but damn it, I cannot go against my heart on this. I can't do it. So we only have 2 games different?
Yeah, I don't want to lose to the Steelers, man.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I can't stand those bastards.
I mean, what, got 4 more weeks?
Oh, shit.
We got 4 more weeks, right? Well, 3 more after this one.
Yeah, 3 more after this one. We had the Giants and Commanders different. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the only game we have different. Because you ended up going Rams.
All right. If I can make up a game, I'll make up a game. If I can make up a game, I'll make up a game.
So next week...
Rome was built in a day.
Next week, it will not count on our record. But I do think next week we should pick the college football playoff games.
All right.
I mean, because that's the fun thing.
I'll tell you who's going to be national champions.
God. Who?
The U. Woo! Miami. That's right, baby. They're going to beat Texas A&M.
All right. The national
Dude,
champions.
college football's so smart, putting them in that bracket.
The national champion is probably going to be the Georgia Bulldogs.
No.
And I get
Miami's that Carson Beck's going to come for reckoning.
I get no joy in saying that, but I think they're the best team in football. I think Ohio State and Indiana are going to get exposed. I think the best team in the Big Ten is probably Oregon, even though Oregon lost to Indiana. It was just one of those weird things. I don't think they would lose to them now, but I don't. Miami, they're not going anywhere. They probably ain't even getting by Texas A&M, but if they do, that's as far as they're going to go.
Here's what I want to say to Georgia fans, and I know there's a lot of them out there. I see why it's hard to pull for Carson Beck. I see why. That kid's face bothers me, dude.
I mean, we haven't really discussed much about the college football playoff.
Let's get college football, dude. I'm down.
Well, next week we will. They don't start till next Friday. I will say this.
Yeah.
If there's any Notre Dame fans listening to this,
I love it.
You got exactly.
It happened to a better team.
You got
Cry, baby city.
I had no dog in this hunt. I had no dog in this hunt. My team was 4-8, nowhere near the playoff. We were able to beat Florida State and knock them out of a bowl game. But Notre Dame, for 100 years, you've acted like you run college football. You act like you're the only team that matters. You got your little private TV deal with NBC. You won't join a conference. You're an independent. Enjoy sitting at home and watching the playoff while James Madison gets to play in the playoff. It couldn't happen to a nicer bunch with Touchdown Jesus and Rudy and all them other candy asses up in South Bend. I'm so glad you didn't make the playoffs.
Dude, I seen a great meme. It had Sean Astin, who played Rudy, he had on that Miami Letterman jacket. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorites for this week.
I mean, I'm absolutely tickled because
here's a stat I want to point out. Here's a stat. The most watched football teams for this year college football, I mean, all 6 teams are SEC teams, and here they are. Number 1 is Alabama. 2nd is Georgia. 3rd is Tennessee. 4th is Texas. 5th is Oklahoma. And 6th is LSU. Then you finally got your first non-SEC team, which is Ohio State. Then it's the Florida Gators, Florida Seminoles, and then rounding out the top 10 is the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. So get the fuck out of here. Nobody gives a fuck about it.
Let me just say this. Florida was, 7 or 8 on that list? Number 8?
I think they were number 8, yeah.
We were 4-8. I think we were 7. Because Florida State, somebody else, and Notre Dame.
Yeah, you're the shittiest. Besides Florida State, Florida State was 9, you were 8. 2 shitty teams that probably had their worst years in program history.
Florida State only won.
Well, besides Florida State,
Florida
2
State
years
only
ago,
won 2 games last year.
Yeah.
But we were 4-8.
Yeah.
We had the worst team we've had since 1979. And we were still the 8th most watched team in the country.
Yep.
I mean, come on, man. Notre Dame, you're not what you think you are. You're not what you used to be. You never were. No. I mean, the media just built you up. Bino Cook, I still remember Bino Cook sitting there saying that quarterback was going to win 2 Heismans before he ever took a snap, and he ended up being garbage. I can't even remember what his name was. But
what was his name, dude? Oh, my God. It was a Clausen, right?
No, it wasn't a Clausen. He came later.
Rick Clausen, something like that?
It was not Clausen.
All right.
Hold on, I'm Googling it.
Oh, man. Not Rick Meyer.
No, it was
not Rick Meyer. Even though Rick Meyer was...
Ron Paulus.
It was fun to watch.
It was Ron Paulus.
God, Ron Paulus.
Who was absolute
that's
garbage.
A flashback right there.
But Bino Cook was up there saying he was going to win 2 Heismans. The national media has always kissed Notre Dame's butt. They got their own TV contract. They won't join a conference. They think they're better than everybody else. They used to love playing, and I'm not a Hurricane fan. They used to love playing Miami. Then the 80s came around, and Miami started spanking that ass up and down the field. Then all of a sudden, they dropped Miami from their schedule and said, they don't reach the academic standards that Notre Dame sets, so we don't want to be on a football field with them.
Yeah.
Dude, Miami, believe it or not, I know you wouldn't know it by looking at the thugs that play for them. They are a private school, and they are a high academic school. So don't hand me that crap Notre Dame just because you got
probably more so than Notre Dame.
Just because you got your ass whooped up and down the field. Oh God, I'm so tickled that I actually saw somebody put on somewhere, some Notre Dame fan said, I hope Notre Dame skips a bowl game just to teach the NCAA a lesson. Newsflash, the NCAA don't need you, Notre Dame.
Whoop.
They don't need you. That's my tirade for the week. And probably not a lot of people stuck around to listen to my tirade, but the hell with Notre Dame.
Yeah. I'll just put it at the bottom. Marv has a great tirade at the end about Notre Dame. Stick around. That's how I'm going to open the show. You know how they do like the little boxes on ESPN?
Yeah.
Marv has a Notre Dame tirade at the end of the show. Stick around.
People will think I'm
all right, we're getting ready to go. We are over an hour, so we know how.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we go over an hour, sometimes this thing messes up. So we're going to. All right. You guys have a good week. Fins up. Take care, Marv.
Everybody have a good week.